I'm Scott Benson. I'm the winemaker here at Benson Vineyards Estate Winery in Chelan. We're 100% estate. We grow all of our own grapes for all of our own wines here. We have 30 acres. About 70% of our production is red wine, and we planted our vineyard out in 2002. Started harvesting in 2004. We're up to a total production of 4,000 cases now, and hoping to top out about 8,000 over the next 4 to 5 years.
And you've had some construction going on here. Can you talk about that?
Yes. We just finished about 3 years of a pretty extensive construction project, expanding our site from 2,700 square feet up to a total of 10,000 square feet now. Room for about 350 barrels, and a total production capacity of 8,000 to 12,000 cases if we ever see that we need to get to that point.
And then what all do you have planted here on the estate?
Well, we have 11 different varieties. We mostly planted to the big Rhone varieties, Viognier and Syrah. We also have Sangiovese, which is a really important varietal for us, Pinot Gris, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Cab Franc, Merlot, and a small planting of Nebbiolo, which we actually just harvested this year, and we made a barrel of that, 25 cases.
Where did the passion for wine come from?
We've talked about doing a family business for quite a while. My parents took our small families on trips to the Okanagan area in Canada, and really caught the bug there on those trips. It's what they're doing up there is fantastic, and what we're doing here is our close approximation to what we feel that they're doing it, and we love this thing. And you know, getting your hands dirty every day and really seeing the fruits of your labor, so to speak, is exactly what we like to do.
You have the pride in the Rhone varieties, yet you had a fair amount of success with your 2006 Sangiovese.
When we first made all of our planning decisions, the weather data that we got from the site really spoke volumes about the Rhone, and that was our focus. But my dad has had his fair share of David Lake's Sangioveses from Colombia, and really felt that the data also supported Sangiovese. And now, 10 years later, our most popular varietal that we sell in the tasting room is Sangiovese, by far.
You also have an interesting take on the tasting fee issue. Can you talk about that?
We feel that our customers are important, and our reward to our customers for finding us, because we're not right on the beaten path, is not to gouge them with a tasting fee as soon as they walk through the door. We really think that tasting fee can be a useful tool, I believe, in certain areas. However, our belief in the tasting fee issue is that it's just an important thing not to charge. We're proud of our product. We love what we're doing. We want to share that with folks, and we think the tasting fee takes away from that.
And then what, as far as the number of food and on-premise restaurants and at the wineries here, you also have plans for that, or how do you accommodate people that want food here?
We do. Right now we allow folks to bring their own food on site as long as they consume Benson Vineyards wines here. We have wine by the glass, wine by the bottle, and then our plans in the very near future is to offer some small plates, meats and cheeses and such, and then eventually we'll move into more specific single plate dining options, winemakers dinners, and seasonal meals, and then lots of fun things in the wintertime, especially around harvest. It's our favorite time of year.
All right. Well, it sounds like the family inspiration came in the Okanagan, but you also received some training in Oregon. Can you talk about that a bit?
I did. I have degrees in vineyard management and winemaking from the program at Chemeketa Community College in Salem, and then also worked in the Willamette Valley for 3 years.
Where are the places that you worked at there?
I worked at Bethel Heights Vineyard for 3 years, and then I also worked closely with Bryce Bagnall when he was still with us at Witness Street as well.
Okay, great. Talking again about the viticulture practices here and how sounds like maybe Dr. Clore might have missed a spot here.
It's this valley actually, prior to our application for the Lake Chelan AVA, which is now active, is a very tiny offshoot of the Columbia Valley appellation, up to including Wapato Point. This area has always been a great producer of apples, and cherries, and other fruits. Grapes fit into that, especially wine grapes now. And we've found that based on the previous history, there's a great labor force that's here, folks that are passionate about doing something new, especially in a budding industry that we have here in Chelan. And these folks are ready to learn something new, and we've got our own dedicated staff, and these guys are great. They're good workers, and they love grapes. They love doing this with us year-round because it's a year-round business.
Okay, great. Is there anything else that we didn't touch on that you wanted to mention?
Well, we love Chelan, and we really want other folks to come up and experience Lake Chelan. There's a number of other fun things to do in Chelan, including the wineries. There's great golf options. There's good dining options, and it's year-round here. We're not locked in the snow in the wintertime. You actually still can get here, but if the passes do get closed, what better place to get stuck at than a wineries in Chelan?
Great.